You know that feeling? When a name hovers right on the tip of your tongue, then just evaporates. Or you walk into a room, stop dead, and utterly blanked on why you even went in. We've all been there, right? It's more than just a fleeting annoyance. It's that little nudge of worry. Is this normal, or is it a sign telling us to pay closer attention? What if the real secret to a sharper memory isn't tucked away in some pricey supplement bottle? What if it's not a complicated brain game, but something far simpler? Something sitting right in your kitchen? Not a magic pill, not a fleeting fad. We're talking about truly everyday foods. We'll explore insights from someone who literally peers inside brains, who sees day in and day out what truly makes a difference. They're sharing the plain, powerful truth about what to eat. The very specific foods that make a real dent in fighting off memory slips. Stick with me. When those memory hiccups start, our minds often race to complex fixes. Maybe you think of fancy apps or the latest smart pills. And sure, those might play a small part, but often we overlook something absolutely massive, something far more fundamental. Your brain? It's an engineering marvel, a truly complex, high-performance machine. And like any precision engine, it demands the right fuel. What you consistently pour into your body directly dictates how sharp, how clear, how reliably your memory clicks along. Picture your brain not just as a part of you, but as a meticulously crafted engine. It doesn't just need any oil to run. It needs the finest, most specific lubricant. This isn't about chasing some overnight miracle fix. It's about a steady drip of smart, nurturing choices. Choices that consistently protect your brain morning, noon, and night. A professional who lives and breathes brain health, whose entire world is understanding and safeguarding those delicate brain cells, sees the undeniable evidence. They know what truly works to keep your most vital organ humming. We hear it constantly, don't we? Eat your veggies. Just eat healthy. It echoes everywhere. But when it comes to truly protecting your memory, to really pushing back against forgetfulness, what does that actually mean? The quiet truth is this: not all healthy foods stand on equal ground, especially when we're talking about brain health. Some are simply powerhouses, leagues above the rest. This isn't about blindly throwing any good food at the problem. This is about deploying focused ammunition, precision nourishment. It's like having a highly trained team specifically targeting issues. Issues like stubborn inflammation in the brain, which can feel like a thick fog clouding your sharpest thoughts. It's about meticulously boosting the tiny, intricate connections between your brain cells, making them robust like super strong wires. And it's about building an invisible shield, protecting your brain from the daily wear and tear. So let's ditch the vague advice and the fleeting fads. We're going to dive into the core wisdom, but we'll keep it incredibly simple and practical for your own kitchen. All right, let's unveil our very first brain champion, the silent guardian, dark leafy greens. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I already throw some lettuce in my salad. But this goes far beyond a flimsy side salad, and it's not always about eating them crisp and raw. Think deep, rich emeralds, sturdy collard greens, vibrant Swiss chard. The deeper the green hue, the more potent its hidden power. The true magic in these greens comes from special compounds, little superheroes called lutein and zeaxanthin. Your brain doesn't just like these, it absolutely adores them. They act like tiny internal sunglasses, custom made for your brain. They shield those delicate, precious cells from the constant assault of stress and subtle damage that can, over time, lead to those frustrating memory slips. They literally stand guard, an emerald armor for your mind. High leverage tip: don't always grab them raw. Here's a little trick. Gently steam or lightly sauté your greens, just a quick wilt in a pan. Why? Because that soft cooking breaks down their tough outer walls. It's like gently unlocking a treasure chest. This makes those incredible brain-boosting nutrients, the lutein and zeaxanthin, far easier for your body to scoop up and put to work. You get so much more bang for your buck. You absolutely don't need to choke down a giant bowl of bitter, raw kale to reap these rewards. The real genius is in subtly weaving these powerhouses into your everyday cooking, making them almost vanish. Imagine stirring a generous handful of fresh or even frozen spinach into your scrambled eggs while they're cooking. It wilts down, melting into the dish, adding a huge nutritional punch without really changing the flavor profile. Or finely chop some kale, so small it's barely noticeable, and stir it into your hearty soup or stew just before serving. It softens beautifully, blending right in. You can even sneak a small handful of greens into your fruit smoothie. Seriously, you won't even taste it. But your brain? Oh, your brain will definitely feel that intelligent boost. Try. When you're making your next batch of pasta sauce, stir in about a cup of gently sautéed spinach. It will cook down beautifully, deepen the flavor of the sauce, and give your brain a really substantial silent lift. Moving on to our second squad of memory-fighting heroes, the tiny titans. These are the unsung champions you might overlook. Walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. They might look humble, almost insignificant, but trust me, they are incredibly mighty when it comes to fueling your brain's performance. They come packed with a very specific, crucial type of omega-3 fatty acid known as ALA. Your brain doesn't just like this, it absolutely craves it. Picture these omega-3s as the finest, most advanced lubricant for your brain's intricate gears. They keep everything running unbelievably smoothly, silently, and efficiently. They're not just oil, they're vital building blocks. They play a critical role in constructing robust, healthy membranes for your brain cells. And they actively calm down the fire of inflammation, which is a significant, often overlooked culprit in why our thinking can feel foggy or our memories might start to falter. High leverage tip. When you're shopping for these tiny powerhouses, always grab them raw, not already roasted. Here's a crucial secret. As soon as you get them home, stash them in your fridge or even better in your freezer. These delicate, precious fats are incredibly sensitive. At room temperature or with the heat from roasting, they can go bad or rancid surprisingly fast. That destroys all their wonderful brain-boosting properties. Try. When you're making your next batch of pasta sauce, stir in about a cup of gently sautéed spinach. It will cook down beautifully, deepen the flavor of the sauce, and give your brain a really substantial silent lift. Moving on to our second squad of memory-fighting heroes, the tiny titans. These are the unsung champions you might overlook. Walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. They might look humble, almost insignificant, but trust me, they are incredibly mighty when it comes to fueling your brain's performance. They come packed with a very specific, crucial type of omega-3 fatty acid, known as ALA. Your brain doesn't just like this, it absolutely craves it. Picture these omega-3s as the finest, most advanced lubricant for your brain's intricate gears. They keep everything running unbelievably smoothly, silently, and efficiently. They're not just oil, they're vital building blocks. They play a critical role in constructing robust, healthy membranes for your brain cells. And they actively calm down the fire of inflammation, which is a significant, often overlooked culprit in why our thinking can feel foggy or our memories might start to falter. High leverage tip. When you're shopping for these tiny powerhouses, always grab them raw, not already roasted. Here's a crucial secret. As soon as you get them home, stash them in your fridge or even better in your freezer. These delicate, precious fats are incredibly sensitive. At room temperature, or with the heat from roasting, they can go bad or rancid surprisingly fast. That destroys all their wonderful brain-boosting properties. Keeping them cold is like putting them in a time capsule, preserving every bit of their potent goodness for your brain. These tiny titans are ridiculously easy to weave into your daily meals. They are the ultimate just sprinkle them on foods, absolutely no complex cooking required. Just a quick dash here and there makes a world of difference. You can effortlessly sprinkle a tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seeds over your morning oatmeal, swirl them into your yogurt, or even mix them into a bowl of your favorite cereal. For a quick, deeply satisfying snack, just grab a small handful of raw walnuts. They're surprisingly filling, offering a satisfying crunch and giving you an instant shot of top-tier brain fuel. You can also toss them generously into your salads, adding both texture and a powerful hidden brain boost. It's truly effortless to make them a natural, consistent part of your daily routine. Try. Keep a small, sealed container of raw walnuts right by your desk or tucked into your car. It makes them an easy, go-to, ready-to-grab brain snack whenever hunger or a mental slump strikes. And now for our grand finale, our absolute superstar brain hero, wild blueberries. Yes, I specifically said wild blueberries. There's a profound difference, and it truly matters. These unassuming tiny berries are smaller, much darker in color, and they pack an unbelievably bigger punch of very special compounds called anthocyanins. Think of these as supercharged, incredibly potent antioxidants. What makes them so utterly remarkable? These anthocyanins possess a rare superpower. They can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. That's a highly selective protective shield that surrounds your brain, keeping most things out. But these purple warriors get right in. This means they can directly reach and protect your delicate brain cells from damage. Imagine them as tiny, tireless bodyguards, constantly on patrol. They're like little purple champions actively fighting off brain rust and meticulously working to keep your memory consistently sharp and clear. High leverage tip. Don't fret about having to hunt down fresh wild blueberries all the time. Here's the good news. Frozen wild blueberries are often far more accessible, they're super easy to store, and crucially, they retain every single bit of their potent goodness. In fact, sometimes the freezing process can even enhance their bioavailability. You can thaw them slightly before enjoying, or simply pop them in your mouth, still a bit frosty, for a refreshing, brain-boosting treat. They are just as effective, just as delicious, and often more convenient. Wild blueberries are incredibly versatile and utterly delicious, making them a joy to add to almost anything. They taste fantastic whether they're warm, cool, or even still icy. You can toss a handful into your morning cereal for a burst of color and nutrition, gently mix them into your warm oatmeal, or even blend them into a vibrant smoothie. Imagine them combining them with those leafy greens and chia seeds we just talked about. That's a triple threat brain boost in one delicious sip. For a simple, incredibly satisfying snack, just munch them straight from the freezer. They truly are like nature's own little brain candies, offering a delightful sweet treat that's also intensely smart for your memory. A tiny investment with huge returns. For a quick antioxidant mini dessert, stir a generous cup of frozen wild blueberries into plain, unsweetened yogurt. It's simple, refreshing, and incredibly good for you. So we've just explored 3 truly amazing categories of foods. But here's the deeper insight. This isn't just about eating 3 separate items in isolation. It's about grasping their incredible combined power. How they knit together, working in seamless concert to create an even greater impact than any single food could achieve alone. Think of it like a perfectly orchestrated symphony or a highly specialized, dedicated team. The dark greens, they act as the vigilant protectors, fortifying your brain cells against daily threats. The tiny seeds, they provide the essential, healthy building blocks, the very infrastructure your brain needs to thrive. And the wild blueberries, they step in as direct, active shields, fighting off damage and keeping things clear. They are a true, cohesive team, each member playing a distinct, vital role, all harmonizing to safeguard your precious memory. And here's the absolute non-negotiable key. Consistency. It's not about grand gestures once in a while. It's the small, smart choices you make day after day, week after week. These steady, targeted habits are what truly compound into profound, noticeable benefits for your brain. Your brain isn't looking for a quick fix. It absolutely thrives on this kind of unwavering, targeted nourishment. Now, while what's on your plate is absolutely foundational, your brain is a social butterfly. It loves other things too. It's a whole body system after all. First, get moving, gently. You don't need to sign up for intense, grueling workouts. Even something as simple as a brisk 10-minute walk around the block can make a world of difference. It gets your blood pumping, sending a fresh, oxygen-rich supply of nutrients straight up to your brain. Just start wherever feels comfortable for your body. Always, always stop if you feel any pain. And if you have any heart, balance, or joint issues, please have a quick chat with your clinician before starting any new activity. Next, keep that beautiful mind curious. Learning new things isn't just fun. It's like a workout for your brain cells, building new connections. It could be something as small as looking up one new word and its meaning, or tackling a simple crossword puzzle, or even experimenting with a brand new recipe. Just keep that mind active, engaged, and hungry for discovery. Finally, lean into connection. Spend time with people who truly light you up, folks who make you smile, who make you laugh. Social interaction is incredible brain food. It keeps your mind sharp, your communication skills honed, and your spirits naturally high. These aren't just extra tasks to add to your day. These are truly wonderful, deeply rewarding investments in your future self. A self that feels sharper, clearer, and more vibrant. Try. Challenge yourself to learn one completely new word and its meaning today. Just one. So there you have it. You're now armed with the knowledge of 3 incredibly powerful yet delightfully everyday foods. Those deep, dark leafy greens, specific brain-boosting nuts and seeds, and those tiny, potent wild blueberries. Ready to welcome into your routine. Remember, there's no pressure to overhaul your entire diet overnight. That's often overwhelming and doesn't stick. The absolute best way to begin is small. Just pick one food from this list, the one that feels the easiest, the most natural to add into your day. Maybe it's simply stirring that handful of greens into your morning eggs, or sprinkling those powerful seeds onto your yogurt. Or perhaps it's grabbing a handful of frozen wild blueberries for a refreshing treat. Your brain is an amazing, resilient organ. It's incredibly capable. Give it the right tools, consistently provide it with the right fuel, and it will absolutely, without a doubt, thank you with sharper focus, clearer thinking, and more vivid, reliable memories. A sharper, more vibrant mind isn't some distant, unattainable dream. It's a series of conscious choices you can start making right now, today, beginning right there in your own kitchen.